Gentlemen, it is now 6 o'clock, and I hereby call the Town of Babylon Rental Board to order. Today is July 19th, 2023. Please stand with us and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sal Mangano. I'm the chairman of the rental board. With me tonight are our fellow board members, Vice Chair Carla Bryant, Member Maria Idisi, Member Kelly Medwig, Member Mike Murray, Member Vernon Shelton, and Member Mark Smith. For the record, we do have a quorum present. Before we begin calling the hearing scheduled for tonight, I'd like to take a moment and explain our procedures. I will call the hearing scheduled one at a time in the order that has been published in the legal notice and listed on our agenda. There are extra copies on the table if anybody would need them. Starting with case number one, I will read the legal notice aloud. The applicant or their authorized representative will step up to the podium. The speaker must give his or her name and home address for the record. All speakers will be sworn in by myself. The applicant or the representative will be given an opportunity to present any information that they wish to present to the board. If none, we'll proceed to board questions. After board questions, any interested parties will then have an opportunity to speak. The applicant will be called back at the end of the hearing to respond to any questions or concerns. The public hearing will likely be closed after the applicant answers any final questions. Should there be any open issues on the application or items that need to be remedied or corrected, the hearing may be held open a longer period in the board's discretion to allow time for the applicant to make such corrections. We ask that you speak, when you speak, ladies and gentlemen, please keep it to the property issues and the property issues only. We ask you please silence your cell phones. The rental board shall have the right to rely on any information that is presented by the applicant. If any such information is later found to be inaccurate or incorrect, the rental board may determine that any approvals, rental permits, or other actions previously granted in connection with the application are null and void. I'd like to call the first new application, 68 Wilson Avenue in Amityville. Please step forward. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Good. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Great, thank you. For the record, could you please state your name and your home address?
Cynthia Clark, 68 Wilson Avenue, Amity Harbor, New York, 11701.
So you live in the house?
Right now I'm with my mother in Merrick, 1812 Hendrickson Court, Merrick, New York.
Great, thank you. When the town sent your application, do you agree to the terms and conditions that the town sent you?
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Kelly Medwig.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Yep, you can go.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye now.
Good night.
645 Campagnoli Avenue in Copeg. How are you today?
Great, thank you. How you do?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Great. For the record, could you please state your name and your home address?
Sure. Ronald Hernandez, 8 Seaway Drive, Copeg, New York, 11726.
Thank you, sir. Did you happen to give the affidavit to the secretary by any chance? You sent it in? Okay, we'll check tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, great. When you sent in the application, do you agree to the terms and conditions that the town sent you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Okay. Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Kelly Medwig.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the application is granted, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Good
You
night.
as well.
As we move on to the renewals, 13 Flint Road in Amityville. How are you, sir?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Darrell J. Conway, 57.
Sorry, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, please state your name and
Darrell J. Conway, 57 West Main Street, Babylon, New York.
thank you, sir.
Appearing on behalf of the applicant.
When the applicant sent in the renewal, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No,
No, thanks.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Vernon Shelton.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Carla Bryant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, this application is approved. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
17 Maple Street in Wyandanch, you here for this same property?
Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
sir.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Darrell J. Conway, 57 West Main Street, Babylon, New York.
Thank you, sir. I'd just like to remind you, still under oath. When the property owner sent in the renewal, they agree to the terms and conditions on this property as well?
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone on the board wish to speak regarding this property?
Oh, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Passed the interior inspection, but there's a few things that needs to be corrected on the exterior.
Okay.
The driveway has to be replaced.
Replace the whole driveway? I mean, I was just there this afternoon.
We have the pictures right there.
I mean, how about if we coat it? It's all asphalt.
Has to be replaced. Asphalt has to be replaced.
Looks like they're parking on the left-hand side, too.
And we've attempted to stop that, and, but that's still a very large expense. Okay, and
Right.
anything else?
And all the trailer, these vehicles have to be removed.
Agreed, and they have been removed.
And all the debris around the property has to be removed.
As I said, I was down there today. The debris in the trailer were moved. The tenant is in construction. We've informed him that he can't use this as a satellite storage facility, and he understands that. And he has some wood that he uses for his wood for his stove, and he has to control it, and we'll make certain the debris is tidied up.
Keep in mind, sir, they can't park commercial vehicles. So if his truck's a commercial vehicle, he can't park them.
Absolutely.
Anyone else on the board wish to speak?
No, thanks.
No,
Anyone
thank
in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Okay. Mr. Conway, if you wouldn't mind just having a seat, someone would like to speak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Darwin Alexander. Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
so help
I
you God?
do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
I'm Darwin Alexander. I live at 21 Maple Street for 53 years in Wyandanch. I've been a resident, and that's why I live beside the 17 Maple. I'm at 21. And of course, the trailers are removed from the yard, but right now that trailer is presently in front of my house. That's my home. Over
In the
to
picture? Your home?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So they
exactly.
moved them to park in front of your house?
Excuse
They
me?
park them in front of your house?
Yes, it's constantly there, and other vehicles also. And that's my only real concern. Very nice people, like he said, he's a construction worker. I'm a local 66 laborer myself. But like I said, the Blue Home is Ella Cole. She's actually out of town right now. She's also a resident over 50 years. And people just have a concern about the parking right now. These are beautiful pictures. Everything is clear. As I left my residence today, there's no cars there. But there's constantly vehicles there. Number of tenants or people living there. Like I said, very nice people. And then I wanted to ask about livestock. In the last year and a half, they have chickens and roosters, which I understand people trying to save. In the neighborhood, I hear a lot all over Wyandanch where residents have the chickens and roosters.
Where are they? Are they running free? Are they in a pen?
At times they're running free. They've been in my yard once or twice, but not constantly. They're not all over the neighborhood. But as of now, they were in a coop. They have expanded the coop. And like I said, I'm an early riser. I go to do construction. I'm usually out of the house by 6, but my own mind is my alarm, and then I hear that too. And then throughout the day, I might hear that 2 or 3 dozen times a day. So I just want to know, you know, how they proceed going forward as far as the parking, how much parking, and there's other residents that's not here, but a young lady, widower, right across the street from him. I don't know if Byron said it, but someone told her that she don't own the street because they constantly park in front of her residence, you know, and, you know, it's really parking.
It's going to be extended, this case anyway, for them to do the work, so we will.
Oh, well, I did
we
hear
will
the
look in-
terms of, you know,
We
and I
will
do
look at the
understand.
other stuff.
Okay.
The chickens and all, I'm not sure what the code
There's
is.
codes for that.
Well, I'm sure it is. I've been living in White Sands a long time.
The town is working on their code for the chickens.
Okay, because like I said, I've been there since the 70s. I remember people having goats, pigs, all that on Log Island. So I'm not hating on it, but I'm just saying, you know, it's right up against my fence. You see that picket fence going down the side of my house? It's right up against my fence.
No, they're not allowed.
Well, it's right up against, he has a house about 6 feet tall. He started out with 2 or 3. It could be about 8 of them back there, at least 2 roosters. So, you know, I asked him about it, you know, like I said, very nice guy. He fixed the leak on my house, but like I said, if he's
We'll
going
send them
forward.
out to do an inspection.
Yeah, we'll look into it.
I have one more question, sir. When the trailer is in front of your home, let's say a trailer like the one we have,
The one that's actually in the picture behind the gate is actually in the street
Does he just
now.
drop the tr-
And you know right now, the town is, you know, installing our sewers. One day it was on the street, they paved the street, looks lovely. And I like to commend the town with the snow removal. Everything has definitely increased in the area. But they put the trailer in my yard. But he did call me and apologize. He was very apologetic. And at first I thought he did it. And sometimes they even turn around the trailers on my lawn. You know, I don't be there, of course, but you can see the tire tracks. It's very obvious, you know. But like I said, the only concern is the volume of people, the cars, parking in front of people's homes, and occasionally he has parties. He's very nice, very hospitable, no, nothing bad, but, you know, like I said.
Sir.
Mr. Murray has a question.
I do have a question. Does he drop the trailer and leave it there, or does he have it attached to a vehicle?
No, I got a picture right now. I took
Could I see it, please?
Of course you can. No, it's not attached to anything. At times, I turned off my phone, so we got to wait for it to come back on so we didn't interrupt the meeting. But at times, there's a trailer or a hitch to a
Not
vehicle,
attached to the
pickup.
vehicle. He does. So you have a picture of the trailer just sitting in the street?
Yeah, the town was just working there, you know, the construction for the sewer.
Overnight?
And I happened to come home, and the guy would say, "Oh, we're gonna be working at dropping the large plates for confined space and stuff." And I just mentioned to him, I said, "You might want to move your trailer. They're gonna be working on the block tomorrow." He's like, "Oh no, they told me long as it's in front of the pole, which is in front of my house, that is fine."
Okay,
I
so
was like, "Okay."
I just want to be clear. The trailer itself sits not attached to a vehicle overnight?
No, not at all.
How long will it be in front of your home?
The duration.
Oh,
That
okay.
vehicle and other vehicles have been in front of my house all the time.
Thank you.
And it will stay there all
And
day
he just leaves it like,
day.
he just leaves it like that in front of your home?
So you can call citizen services.
Well, people that came out from your services and went to the house, asked me because I'm in the yard, cut my lawn. Well, who's
No, he can't just drop that. He needs to get a summons.
Well, I'm not trying to get the man or something. I don't know if y'all gave him a warning, he complied. All I'm saying is we're
Well,
worried
you've-
about the parking
Well, you have spoken to him, correct? Have you spoken to him? Okay, so he's been spoken? No.
I'm just trying to be, I'm in construction. I
You're
know
trying to
where I'm
follow.
trying to live.
Okay, so he basically had his warning talking to you. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
All right,
I'm
so
here. No one else is
some
here.
guys got to get hit
But
with a
like I
rock.
said, I've been living on that block for 53 years. Going into 24, it'll be 54 years. I know 2 other residents been on that block. And I just want to keep the peace and be, supportive to anything anybody wants to do. That he has the right to get a renter's permit. But like I said, the volume of cars, and then you speaking to somebody, telling them they're on the street, you park it in front of their mailbox. We all know if somebody's the mailman don't have to get out.
Yeah.
Right, no, we'll address these issues.
I will have it addressed for you. It might cost him a summons or whatever, but some people got to get hit with a
I
rock.
don't really wish for it to cost them any money, but like I said, people
That's the
have
only-
spoken to
Not
him.
doing the right thing.
That's the only way
I'm just saying people have spoken to her. I know the neighbor across the street because she brought it to my attention. And my neighbor next door to me, at times when there's more vehicles, like I said, if I would have took a picture, it's just like them pictures right there. Everything clear. Just the yellow one is in front of his house right now.
Okay, sir, thank you very much. We'll take care of it.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else here to speak regarding this property, 17 Maple Street in Wyandanch? Sir, you here for 17 Maple Street?
No, I in 16 Maple Street.
So you'd like to speak
You wanna
concerning
speak
the
about
property?
this property?
Yes.
Okay, yes, please come
Come
forward.
on up.
Please raise your right hand, sir.
Okay.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. For the record,
I'm left-handed. That's right.
could you please state your name and your home address for the record?
Lawrence Nichols, 16 Maple Street, Wyandanch.
Thank you, sir. How can
I've been living there since 2000. I came from New York City. I'm an educator, and the neighborhood was quiet, very quiet, until recent when people began to come in there. I do not oppose people coming into the neighborhood, but it is the decorum, what you do. I've had situations where vehicles from that particular house park in front of me, my property, where I live, and you talk to the people and they're angry when you talk to them because there are multiple people living in there. So they come and they reverse back, or sometimes they even come and park in front of my mailbox, which is outrageous. Then you find 2 or 3 of them because there's a space for a limited number of vehicles. So 2 or 3 of them might come and want to park in that little spot. I literally go and mow the lawn right up to that electric post there so that everything could be clean on the outside. And the thing is that at night they eat and they dump the stuff on that sidewalk and where the grass is growing in front of me. And it is a constant practice. I'm going to say I do not oppose people coming and living, but I have moved to Wyandanch from New York City as an educator in order to get some peace and quiet and safety for my children and my wife. And even though my children are grown, I'm thinking about when my son come back from medical school, he may want to be there in that neighborhood. I have a medical degree also, even though I'm an educator. If it was like services people are offering to people, because somebody could happen, they might see if there's an event, and someone may need some service midnight, and the ambulance is taking time. I could be that point person to go there and help. But when the neighborhood is being treated like that, and people are being treated like that, I am concerned, very concerned. I do not like the idea of the attitude. And if multiple, I don't know what this means in terms of the request or the complaints here. If there are multiple people that come into there and you are renting to multiple people, then you're going to get people, it's an assumption, but this is a pattern. People coming in at any time, driving at high speed sometimes, because I've seen people drive at high speed in that thing, but there's no reason. And then you may have this crime. I have lived in that neighborhood and I feel comfortable away from crime. I do not want to get into that aspect of it because I'm trying to make my home look respectable
Right.
and for the family.
Okay, we understand that. We'll all your points that you brought up, we'll check with the homeowner's representative,
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so that's my...
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else here wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, sir, can you please step forward?
Good evening, Mr. Chairperson. I'm hearing all the complaints from the neighbors. Certainly, the first thing you ever want to be is a good neighbor. Would not hesitate to have the town come out and issue summonses to somebody who's parking commercial trailers on a roadway. We've already agreed that no commercial vehicles should be parked on the residence or on the roadway. We will convey those statements to the tenant. Furthermore, we'll definitely convey the attitude that you have to be a good neighbor to everybody.
Living in this house?
It's one family, and it's been inspected. This is the first time we've ever been told that there possibly might be more, but that's not, we've never heard that. It's one family, and they've been... We're open to another inspection to assure that that's the case. And as I said, the dumping of the litter, we will convey to them. Certainly, you can't do that. As to the issue of livestock, I don't know the rules on that, and I think it's regulated probably by the county. I heard from my client that an issue may come up about the livestock because they do have hens there.
The
That I know.
setbacks that they have to abide
It has to be the setback and also how many. I mean, that's, and
I believe you can't have roosters either.
I don't know what the rules at all. I've never been faced with this, so I will find
The
out.
town is revising their code as we...
What's that?
The town is revising their code concerning chickens.
All right, and I'll take a look at those, the draft. Might as well comply now rather than 30 days or 60 days when the town enacts that code.
So let me ask you a question, Mr. Conway.
I get it.
Can you speak to him?
I'll speak to him.
Can you speak to him?
I'll
About
go
the
down there
quality of
tomorrow.
life- Quality of life issues and things could hold up his permit?
Or, more importantly, it would cause him to be evicted. My client can't get a permit, I can't have a tenant. I mean, it's that basic.
That's what I was driving at.
You always are very direct.
Thank you, sir.
So
We'll get
we'll
it done.
try and settle this, and we will have some inspectors monitoring the situation, and sometimes at night, during the day. And
Certainly.
we will summons his trailer, though.
It's his trailer, and he's not being a good neighbor. I understand that.
I will
I'm not attempting to defend that.
I will get in touch with the department that handles that, and that's going to be on their patrol.
Sure.
Okay? So just
Absolutely.
let them know, but we don't want to go that far. You understand what
I'll
I'm
let
saying?
him know the entire tenor of this meeting.
Okay, Thank you.
At this time, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to August 30th for the repairs and further investigation.
Could we get another month because I have to do the whole driveway? So that's only 6 weeks?
Sure, that gives us more time to keep an eye on them.
Fine with me. Middle of September?
Yeah, 1 second, we're gonna get a date.
September 27th.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Appreciate you having a good heart-to-heart with them so we don't have to.
Motion to extend to September 27th, Vernon Shelton.
second by,
Seconded by Carla Bryant.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Oppose Mark Smith.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir, so,
Oppose Mark Smith.
okay, thank you. Sir.
Thank you.
Just, sir, just keep in mind, you have to replace the driveway, clean up the debris, and also let them know no commercial parking, no parking of commercial vehicles, okay, and also.
Absolutely, absolutely.
sir.
Taking all those notes.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, sir, after,
So will
No,
there
you
be
can't-
any
you
need,
can't- you have to do-
will we have to come back out or to find
Nope.
out the status or anything? Or just, y'all handle it?
Call us if things don't improve. Call the town if things don't improve.
Well, I knew that was the alternative, but like I said, his client is not even with him. I was hoping
right, I'm sorry.
he was here because of
We
course.
can't continue the hearing. We already heard it.
It's gonna appear that the neighbors are attacking him, but
Yeah.
if he was at least here, I thought he would be here. I would make sure that the language and everything,
I'm sorry.
Byron does speak good English, but like the gentleman
Sir.
said, oh, so,
No, we,
Oh, no,
You can't come back up.
Yeah, once the hearing's over, yeah, so that's the
I'll
case.
just leave it as is. Thank you, I appreciate it.
62 Davison Street in Wyandanch. How are you, sir?
This is yours?
No, that's ours, yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Ira Morley, 48 Stevens Avenue, North Merrick, New York, 11566.
Thank you, sir. When the town sent you a renewal for this property, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
When the town sent you a renewal for this property, do you agree to the terms and conditions?
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you, sir. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
motion to approve Vernon Shelton.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Carla Bryant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, this application is approved, sir. I'd like to remind you, you're still under oath, sir, and you're here for 16 Jackson Street in Wyandanch. Okay. So you're still under oath. Now, when you sent in the renewal for this property, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, we have a motion.
Motion to approve Vernon Shelton.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Carla Bryant.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, this application is approved as well.
Before I go, can I have a problem with the vacant lot next door that's owned by the town.
We can't hear that here. You'd have to call citizen services.
I can't, we can't, the lady's been there for 22 years. She keeps getting harassed by the town of Babylon to clean the lot. It's not our lot, and we have rats in our house from the lot. The town will not clean up the lot.
Sorry.
Who do I talk to?
Hang on.
Citizen services.
Huh?
If you call 311 from your, it has to be in
Okay.
the town of Babylon.
Okay.
You'll be put through to citizen services, and then somebody will come out, inspect the property, give them a notice, a little bit of process.
Okay, terrific.
But it has to be made from the town of Babylon, a landline phone.
In
Okay.
town of Babylon, though, so.
You can't,
Yeah,
yes,
because we didn't know. We've been
Just call town
asking.
hall and ask for citizen
Okay.
services. Okay.
Great.
She gave us, thank you.
Great, thank you,
Will
sir.
get inspected.
31 Miramar Boulevard in Lindenhurst.
Kevin Clegg?
How are you, sir? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. For the
Kev-
record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Kevin Clegg, 222 West Santa Barbara Road, Lindenhurst, New York.
Thank you, sir. When you sent in the renewal for this property, did you agree to the terms and conditions that the town sent you?
Yes, I did, and I had an inspection on 6/21/23, and it says okay to issue the permit.
Right, that was an interior inspection, yes, sir. Okay, now, anyone here for the board wish to speak regarding this property?
Yes, I would. Everything went well on the interior inspection, but there was a couple of minor issues that you need to correct on the outside. This sidewalk on the side of the house.
That's been redone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tony was there and inspected it.
Oh,
Tony,
great.
the inspector.
And the only other thing is there's a missing
You
shutter.
repaired the sidewalk?
Yes, I redid the driveway.
No, the,
Oh, the sidewalk.
The sidewalk.
Sidewalk on the
Okay,
bell tear.
no, that hasn't been repaired.
I have a picture, so if you
Oh,
want to...
okay, I see that now.
Okay. And then there's also a missing shutter on the front of the house?
Yes,
Yeah, they want that replaced.
no problem.
Okay? And we'll give you time to get those things done.
Yes, not a problem.
All right?
Okay.
anyone in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? No? Oh, hold on, sir.
Mr. Clegg.
Yeah, you want to speak, ma'am?
Oh,
you just have a
somebody
seat.
wants to speak.
Okay, yes, ma'am, please come forward. Hello, ma'am. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Great. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Sure. It's Colleen McCarthy, 39 Miramar. I'm the next door neighbor.
Okay.
And Kevin's had the house rented for years. It's been good neighbors the last couple, lot of issues. So I don't know how that impacts the renewal of it. But the property, when he had the last family in, had children. And it's, I think, more of a concern for him and me is to have it better fenced. It's not fenced in the backyard for, you know, if he rents it to a family again. But at one point, he said he was going to have interns from the hospital, and me and a few of the neighbors were concerned with multiple vehicles. You know, parking is a little tight, so just want to
Are
know
there
if
any
there's
issues right now?
The house has not been occupied since the last tenant, so he's, I guess, going to, once get approved, start showing it, but I don't know if he's going to go with the interns. That was the only concern everybody had, was the number of people that were going to occupy it.
So you guys know each other?
Yes.
Neighbors? Yes. How about working that out?
Sure.
Yeah, we can work.
Are
yeah.
you good with that, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe after the hearing, you can talk in the back, however, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, he's always been
Okay.
good, but it was just, that, like I said, the neighbors wanted, you know, just to have it on record.
Great,
But
thank
otherwise,
you.
that was it, thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Thank
Kevin,
you.
please come forward, sir. Thank you.
Have that sidewalk repaired within a week.
Okay, great. So,
It's not a problem. I do actually have a tenant that is from she's on a disability, rapid transit housing program. She's a 35-year-old woman with 2 children, a 3-year-old and an 8-year-old, that's living in, for the last 3 years, in a hotel, extended stay. And I am trying to get her in there because I think she'll be the best tenant for that property. And as far as the sidewalk, I'm a contractor, and that'll be repaired this week.
And the
Well,
shutter?
it'll be called in and it'll be got done. And the shutter, I'll put the shutter up tomorrow if I have to.
Thank you.
this time, do you have a motion?
Motion to extend to August 30th, and if you're done sooner, you
We're
can send
trying
in
to
the
get the
pictures.
rental for August 1st.
Yeah, so just
If
let
you're
us know
done
from the
sooner,
picture.
send us
Send
an
in the
email.
pictures, and
Okay, I can talk to Diana at the
Yep.
rental board. Okay, I'll have that done, and then what
We
do I
have a
do from
meeting
there?
next week. If it's done by then, we can vote on it.
No problem.
Okay, seconded by?
Seconded by Mark Smith.
All in
Can you
favor?
bring that picture back up?
aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. So we're going to extend this to August 30th, sir, for you to replace the sidewalk and that portion of the sidewalk.
Yes, can
And
you,
fix the shutter, yep.
can that picture be
We're
brought
going to
back
give you
up?
the photo.
Okay.
Great,
Great,
job. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
780 Great Neck Road in Copeg. How are you today?
Very good.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Carlos Mario Garcia, 33 Stonehurst Lane in Dix Hills, New York.
Thank you, sir. When you sent in the renewal, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this
Yes,
property?
I did.
Thank you. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Okay, hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve by Mark Smith.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Maria Edis.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none? Application's been approved, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
101 14th Avenue in West Babylon. How are you today, sir?
Good, good. Good evening.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Idoko Salifu, 26 Carter Avenue, Dick Sales, New York.
Thank you, sir. When you said the renewal, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
I did.
Okay. Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
I would, Mr. Chairman. Mark Smith.
Yes, sir.
Sir, before we can grant your permit, there's a list of things that we need to have repaired. First, you have to replace the circular driveway and the other driveway.
Okay.
Second, you have to replace the entire curb around the property.
Oh, when you say curb, what do you mean? Sorry.
The curb.
The homeowners are responsible for the curbs in the town of Babylon.
Okay.
The turf.
Like the first pictures.
Got it?
Yes.
You have to remove all the debris from the property. And cut back all the overgrowth.
Oh, that's been done. It was done just last week. I have the pictures.
Very good.
That's all cut?
Yes, yes. It's all been done.
And power wash the entire house.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to August the 30th for the necessary repairs.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Maria ADC.
Could
All in
you,
favor?
sir, please, could you extend that to maybe September to give me time?
Sure.
Please.
That there's a possibility. Sandra, what do you have?
27.
September 27th?
So then,
All right. Thank
with
you.
the extension, all the issues will be taken care of.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
definitely. I will.
Okay.
I just need time.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none? So, sir, we're gonna keep this open. We extend it until 9/27. You need to power wash the house, clean up all the debris, take care of all the overgrowth, replace both driveways, and the curbs need to be replaced as well.
All right.
Okay, sir?
Can you give me a list of these things just to?
I wrote it on the pictures, on the front of the pictures.
I'm sorry. There we go.
On the pictures.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Have a good night.
Right.
103 Rhoda Avenue, North Babylon. How are you today, sir?
Good, and yourself?
Good. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Yeah, John Chacon, 94 Miller Avenue, North Babylon, New York, 11703.
Thank you, sir. When you sent the renewal for this property, do you agree to the terms and conditions?
Yes.
Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thank you.
Anyone in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve by Mark Smith.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Maria ADC.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, your application is approved. Thank you, sir.
Perfect. Just a question for you guys. Is this, this hearing, is it routine every 2 years when we renew it, or is it just a one-time ordeal?
In person one time.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
1110 Hawkins Boulevard in Copeg. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon.
Please raise your right hand. Do you
Yes.
swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you
Yes, I
God?
do.
For the record, can you please state your name and your home address?
Jose David Marroquin, 1110 Hawkins Boulevard, Copeg, New York, 11726.
So you live at the house that you
Yes.
rent? Okay, it's a two-family house?
Two-family house. I live with my sister. Well,
Okay.
she lives upstairs. I live first floor.
Okay. Now, when you said the renewal, do you agree to the terms and conditions on this property?
Yes, I do.
Anyone here from the board wish to speak regarding this property?
No, thanks.
No, thank you.
Anyone here in the audience wish to speak regarding this property? No? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve by Mark Smith.
Second?
Seconded by Maria
All in
ADC.
favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, this application has been approved. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Good night.
As we move on, we're going to move on to the revocation calendar at this time. 654 Centerwood Street in West Babylon. How are you, ma'am?
Good, thank you.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. For the record, can you please state your name and your address?
Shireen Parisi, 135 Oakside Drive, Smithtown, New York, 11787.
Thank you very much, ma'am. As you know, we received a complaint regarding the cars parked on the lawn.
Yes,
I'd like to thank you personally to, you took care of it. Well, you sent the letter right away.
thank you.
It was very nice that a homeowner, or landlord actually, obviously you do have multiple homes in the town of Babylon, and you did take care of sending a letter to your tenants right away.
Immediately.
Were they, were they okay with the letter? Did they
They were
remove the
very
cars?
receptive,
Okay.
yes. As soon as I got the violation letter, I went over there immediately and expressed to them the importance of this and explained to them that if they do not comply, I have no choice but to end the tenancy because I want to keep my property. And they have to cooperate with me, otherwise it's not going to work.
Anyone on the board have any questions, comments, concerns? No? Okay. I just personally, I had a thought, I don't know if it'll help you out in the future. Maybe in your leases, you could put no parking on the grass, things like that. Things that, the town is looking after, maybe no parking of commercial vehicles, things, you're here enough, so you hear things, problems that we have with.
It's very disturbing. I watch it, I see people that they drive up on it. They're very, yes. So I explained to them, I said, I'm telling you, but you're gonna have visitors and we're gonna have an issue and you really need to take a conscious effort in this in order for us to work together as a team.
Great. Well, thank you,
Yeah.
At this time, do we have a motion?
Motion to extend to review the property August 16th.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none? At this time, we're not going to revoke the permit.
Thank you.
No, of course, you did the
Yeah.
right thing, and we appreciate
No,
it.
I was very upset when I got it with them. I
No,
said,
no,
you
no, no.
can't.
We appreciate you sending
Yeah.
the letter right away. You sent it certified, and you went
Yeah.
down, which is great.
Yes.
And that's what the town wants, to make sure,
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you. So August 16th, I guess you're going to go and preview
We'll
the
be
property again.
re-inspecting.
Yeah, we'll be,
Re-inspecting.
but you don't need to be there.
A drive doing
A
an
drive, yeah, you
exterior.
don't need to be there at all.
Okay, thank
Okay?
you so much.
No problem, man.
Okay,
Thank
good
you.
night.
Thank you for being so respectful.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
As we move on to the communications, there's an email with pictures from the homeowner at 300 Columbus Avenue in West Babylon. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Kelly Medway.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. This application was approved. I'd like to take a motion to accept the minutes of the July 12th, 2023 meeting.
Motion to accept the minutes, Kelly Medway.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike Murray.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, acceptance of the minutes have been approved. We have a couple upcoming meetings. We have July 26th, which is a work session, August 16th, and August 23rd. The time is now 6:43. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion to adjourn, Kelly Medway.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Mike Murray.